Welcome everyone, my name is Louis Leyva. Today we're going to talk about the topic that you've all been hearing about, which is, will TikTok disappear from the US forever? Well, you're going to have to stick around to figure that part out, but I do want to start off by telling you this. Donald Trump has been very vocal. If you haven't heard what he has to say, this is it right here.
We're looking at TikTok. We may be banning TikTok. We may be doing some other things. There are a couple of options, but a lot of things are happening. So we'll see what happens. But we are looking at a lot of alternatives with respect to TikTok.
I don't think that Donald Trump should be so vocal against TikTok because a lot of his followers and supporters actually use TikTok and actually have channels dedicated to him, basically supporting him in his campaign.
You probably recognize me. I'm the guy that turned my front yard into the Donald Trump 2020 Keep America Great sign. I made national news.
And what's even worse is that the Trump administration has even recently taken out Facebook ads as surveys asking users if they think that TikTok is bad or is TikTok good. Let me read to you what one of the ads actually said. TikTok is spying on you. Another ad said TikTok has been caught red-handed monitoring what's on your phone's clipboard. Where did the Trump administration get this information from? Well, last month, Apple released to developers a test version of the new iOS system, and in there, it has actually found that TikTok actually copies what's in your clipboard when you're grabbing stuff from one app to another. Now, is that true? Well, you have to stick around to see about that. In response to that, TikTok has said the following, that it was part of an anti-spam feature, but has ended that practice July 27th. How convenient. That did not look shady at all.
Don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious.
A representative from TikTok went on to say that TikTok US user database is stored in the US with strict controls on employee access. So that means that no one really has access to any of this information, even though it's being copied. For what reason, we don't know, but it's not accessible by their employees, at least not the US employees. TikTok's biggest investors came from the US, which is true. We are committed to protecting our users' privacy and safety as we continue working to bring joy to families and meaningful careers to those who create on our platform, which is also very true, and we'll get into that a little bit later. Now, cybersecurity experts have said that any monitoring by TikTok is just theoretical, and there hasn't been any evidence to suggest that TikTok's user information has been compromised by Chinese governments. So all of this right now is just hypothetical. It might just be a coincidence, or it may not. Okay, so one of the things that the government is worried about is that TikTok is spying on us. But who really cares? Does the government really care if it's spying on us? Like, what do we really have? We're not spies. We don't have any sensitive information. But there's a lot of lawmakers who actually use TikTok as well. And they create goofy videos and they do all these things. So,
okay, I'm bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. I'm bored in the mug and I'm in the house bored. And I'm bored in the mug and I'm in the house bored.
I think that it's probably more geared to these people, or maybe geared to their children. So let's just say there's a lawmaker who doesn't. Let's just say that everyone in Congress is banned from having TikTok, right? Or anyone with any high-level clearance is banned from having TikTok. But let's just say that their kids have TikTok and they're in the house and they're talking about something that is very sensitive. Maybe the phone, the app in the phone can actually start hearing and monitoring what the conversation is about. You know, only the United States can do that to us. No other country should be able to do that to us. Only the good old US of A should be able to tap our calls and listen to everything we're saying. They don't do that. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just joking. They're awesome. We're definitely free and definitely private here in the United States, like it states in the Constitution. So if you're over 35 years old, you're probably scratching your head and asking yourself, what is TikTok and what's all this fuss about this TikTok thing? Well, I'm so glad you asked. And I'm going to start with where TikTok originated from. So ByteDance, which is the parent company of TikTok, purchased Musical.ly, which is the old name for TikTok, back in 2017 for $1 billion. Now, it didn't have that much of a user base and it didn't create that much of a buzz back then because the platform, when I first saw it, when it was Musical.ly, seemed like it was a very niche type of platform for people who had music abilities or singing abilities, and it was only going to be limited to those. But actually not. The system has actually become very popular for people who are terrible at all those things and people who just want to act out or just have fun, and it is very fun. The craziest part of ByteDance's history is that they raised 70% of the money they needed to buy Musical.ly from US-based investors. I remember Gary Vaynerchuk talking about this back in early 2017, and that's when I actually got on my radar. And I'm sure that guys like Gary Vee and all of the underground investors or angel investors here in the United States did very well with this. I'm sure they've made a lot of money with this. And Gary Vee, if you're watching this, I know you had something to do with this because you were pushing that thing hard. All right, so who's running the show over there? So there's a young man, very young man, who's running the show. His name is Zhang Yiming. I hope I'm saying that right. Zhang Yiming. His net worth is $23 billion, give or take $1 billion, depending on the day. But he is actually the richest man in China. Him and Jack Ma are probably battling out. We can see who's more rich. But according to statistics, he is the richest man with $23 billion. And how did he get his money? Well, he's made his money as an entrepreneur online. Internet entrepreneur is what he's considered. And he founded ByteDance back in 2012. Now, recently, ByteDance investors have valued the app at about $50 billion. And this is because they've been trying to take over the app. And I'm sure they want to take it over so they can take it public here in the United States. That would be the power move. Now, $50 billion is a lot of money for this app because their 2020 projected earnings is $1 billion. That means that would be 50 times earnings, which is insane. Now, in comparison, Snapchat, which has been around way longer than TikTok, is only valued at $33 billion or 15 times earnings. Recently, Snapchat has been getting a lot more popular, and I'll tell you why I think it is. Because TikTok is one of the only apps out there where you can actually sync your TikToks or your videos. You can sync them right to Snapchat. So now Snapchat is getting more content on their platform, which is a very smart move. And I do think that the platform that's most positioned to benefit from this or from TikTok staying here is Snapchat. And Snapchat would be also one of the ones that be affected the most if they go away. As of early July, there's been a reported 800 million users for TikTok. One of TikTok's spokespersons have said that 100 million of those users are right here in the US, and they've gained in popularity because of the pandemic. But other research that we've looked into has actually pointed at there's about 65 to 80 million people here in the United States are actually using the app, which is a lot of people. Now, why am I telling you this? Because we're going to do a quick calculation. If there's 800 million users, which is almost half of the user base of Facebook, it's incredible. If there's 800 million users, and there's 80 million users right here in the United States, that means that a tenth of the users are right here in the good old US of A. So if the company is worth $50 billion, does that mean that the US market is worth $5 billion? Well, not exactly, because the US market is one of the most affluent markets in the world. And if they go away, that means that a lot of high grossing revenues from advertising is also going to go away. So if you ask me, I think the valuation from the United States is probably about half of the $50 billion that TikTok is worth right now. Could be even more. Now, something that most people don't know is that TikTok actually has a US operations, and they have employed about 1,000 people right here in the United States. So not only does TikTok give a platform for people to be creative and get money through their videos, through sponsor deals, and through a whole bunch of other ways, but they also have real jobs right here in the United States. Not only that, but they also have a $1 billion creators fund that they utilize to help people who are using their platform to be creative and do videos. So that's really awesome. And they go on to say that all of their information is securely based right here in servers right in the United States. Now, what are some of the biggest TikTokers out there saying about this?
If you don't want your TikTok banned in the US, keep listening. This hack will change your life. Go to Settings, then click General, Language and Region. Select Canada as your region. Now your account won't delete.
Now, if you're worried about TikTok going away, not to despair. The man of the year, Bill Gates himself, has committed himself to not only end the world suffering, give everyone in the world a working, functioning toilet, and cure the illness, has also taken on TikTok. Well, not actually him, but the company that he founded, Microsoft, is very interested in purchasing TikTok, and they're in talks with them. Someone leaked this information out, but TikTok does not want to comment on this. Now, if I'm a gambling man, I'll tell you this much. It's probably not just Microsoft. It's probably also Facebook, and it's probably also Snapchat. So if I were you, well, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to invest in Microsoft, I'm going to invest in Facebook and Snapchat. And if you guys want to do the same thing, I recommend that you use the platform that I've been using. I'll leave a link to it down below. They'll give you 2 free stocks for signing up and depositing $100. And one of those stocks could be worth $1,400. So if you guys are interested in that, check it out. I'll leave a link down below. Now, let me ask you this question. What would you do if you were TikTok? Being the United States is probably the most profitable market in the entire world. Would you let the US government muscle you? Would you fight back? Well, if investors have anything to say about it, they're probably going to want TikTok to work out a deal, I should say ByteDance, to work out a deal with whoever's interested in buying them. Because if they get muscled out of the United States, their stock valuation is going to drop dramatically. I'm just thinking to myself, how is this any different than what the mob used to do with extorting businesses and saying, like, you have to pay us this much money for protection? Is exactly what's happening right now. But I think that a lot of companies here are tired of waiting and watching this craziness that's been going on with TikTok. They're tired of watching this without them being involved. So if I have, if my intuition serves me right, what I think is happening is that these big companies are giving politicians a lot of incentive to make these laws that are going to completely benefit them, and it's going to open up the doors for them to have these dialogues with TikTok. All right, so now let's take a look at what we would be missing if we lost TikTok. I'm going to show you guys the first and the third video that show up on my feed, and I'm also going to show you the first and the third video that show up on a guest feed if I wasn't logged in, so you guys can see what is exactly happening on TikTok. See, this is one of the things that I really like about TikTok, is that it gives creators an ability to be really, really funny on here. And I do think that TikTok videos are a lot funnier than the ones that we have on Instagram. And the great thing about it is you can use voiceovers from just about anywhere. And it's funny because, you know, you don't look the way that your voiceover is actually talking. So it makes it even funnier. And people get really creative because you only have 15 to 30 seconds and maybe a minute tops to create something that's going to make someone laugh and also make someone want to subscribe to your channel. Now let's look at the third video.
Grandpa.
What?
Read this like that.
What do you mean like that?
Like going down.
Babao.
Yeah.
Bear say to asshole this got eye long how look.
Again.
The same thing?
Again.
Bear say to asshole this got eye long how look.
Now read it going down.
How long?
No.
Wait, how?
No.
Look how long I got this asshole to say perdón. Pendeja babota. Todo el tiempo me chingas a la verga. No vale cuacha.
I love prank videos, and I think this one was awesome. I enjoyed that one, and I think that's some of the stuff that we might lose, which is fun. I mean, guys, it can't be all serious stuff all the time. Yes, TikTok is great to learn things onto. It's almost like a compressed YouTube. All the information that you usually used to get in 10 minutes, now we get it in 1 minute or less. So TikTok has a lot of versatile uses. So now let's go ahead and check it out if I was going to go in there as just a visitor with no history on me whatsoever. Yes, this is the one. Okay, yeah, this is a good one. This is a good one. This never gets old. I gotta see it twice. Alright, so that one never gets old. That one is so funny. That was one of the ones I was thinking about earlier because that's a super funny prank video. I mean, I've seen people get frightened in hospitals and offices, but this is one of the funniest ones I've ever seen. Alright, let's check out the third video.
Listen up. Because Trump says he's going to ban TikTok today. And one part of me thinks this is an empty threat. The other part of me is freaking out. Either way, it's been an absolute privilege to make these videos for you. And just a reminder, we post new videos here every week. And we post new videos here every day. And pretty please hit share and then copy the link to give this video a chance to go viral. Thank you again for your continued support. Thank you. Yep.
Yeah, guys, so this is a real thing. As you can see, this video here is telling his subscribers to go to Instagram, go to YouTube, so he can continue to provide value and humor for his audience. And he throws his dog in there to actually make it even more engaging. But this is a real thing, and hopefully this does not go away because a lot of people will be very upset. You know, there's a lot of people who have been putting a lot of time, a lot of effort into growing their community here. So if you guys didn't know, I have my own TikTok page. Check it out down below. I'll leave the link. I only have 3 videos in there right now, but I guarantee you, I promise you, I will do some very embarrassing videos and some very insightful videos, and I'll be posting there more often. Hopefully it doesn't get banned. I'll also share some of the videos I've done with my girls. We just have a blast with it, and this is really what it's meant for, guys, to have fun with your family. So check it out down below and join our TikTok community. Also, remember guys, like always, we run a very successful real estate team, and if you guys want to get into real estate or you just want to take your business to that next level, click the link in my description section where we can schedule a one-on-one chat to see if we're a good fit for each other. And if you want to see more videos like this, I encourage you to watch these playlists here where you can find out more about real estate, business, or just my day in the life stuff. Don't forget guys, share this with a friend if you've enjoyed it, join our community, and hit that notification bell so you can be alerted when we do videos just like these. If not, you'll probably never see me again. So thank you guys and have a great day.